Hi, welcome to another episode of Deployapps IO series. So in the previous episode, we have seen how we can configure Vue deployment pipeline, and we have deployed Vue project to DigitalOcean server. So in this episode, we will see how we can deploy our React applications using deployapps.io to our DigitalOcean. So in DigitalOcean, we already SSH, and here let's say we don't have any kind of React related project. So first I will create a project directory React. Okay, and this is where we will be deploying our project. So let's copy this path, and currently we don't have any kind of files present, and I have a example React project, and if I do like npm start, we should be able to see our sample project kind of things. Okay, so we will deploy this project. So let's do one thing, quickly go to the deployapps.io and set up a pipeline. So either you can configure using blank canvas, or you can use React template. So if I select, I can keep the name as it is. I can change the deployment path to this path, and let's say the source code project is hosted inside the GitHub. So I can copy this URL and paste, and the branch, this is like main branch, so I can put like main. So if you want, enable when we will push the changes, code automatically deployed, but let's keep that manual for now. Or if you want to send notifications, you can add here. So everything is done. So once the React folder is done, then it creates a build directory, and actually we want to use that build directory, so not actually the source code directory. So we can change to like build, and everything we can keep as it is, and click on save and close. Now let's say if we click on deploy, so first it will clone the release, and then it will run npm install, then npm build, and then activate release with the build folder. Okay, so let's see, it will take some time, wait for that, and once done we will come back again. Still the npm install is running. This is like takes some time for the first time, and once first deployment is done, it caches the npm modules packages, so that next deployment will happen much faster. Okay, so we can see the npm installation is done. It took around 3 minutes. Like it takes like this much time first time, but later like it's complete pretty fast. So here npm build also taken like 23 seconds, and you can see the build is done, and we have a build folder. Okay, so let's go to the server, and if we ls minus, so we can see a current directory is pointing to our release directory. So let's see what is present inside the current directory. So we have a html path. So now we can use this current directory, okay, and add to your server web root. So let's say if I write like Apache configuration, and if we change like let's say Vue project root directory with the React one, and it should work. So this is the path. Our React release folder is current directory, and restart Apache, and now let's visit the IP address. So we should be able to see our React application. So let me refresh. This is earlier one. Here we can see the React applications. So now we can actually automate the deployment process. So let me quickly enable like push to deploy. then we should be able to see some changes. So if I come here to the React project, and let's say if I modify just in the home page, let's say React deploy automatically via Deployapps.io. So let's press here, save. So if I like commit here's changes, auto deploy. So now before we post, so here we can see our project. So it will automatically detect the deployment and we'll start the deployment. So let's close that. Okay, now let's wait a couple of seconds. Yes, you can see it. It detected, and if we go to the view last log, so here npm install earlier, like it took like 3 minutes, but this time it will happen much faster because npm already cached those packages. Okay. So let me, okay, I don't have to pause that. It happened pretty fast, like 28-second, package installed, and now build is running. So once the build is done, it will take around like 23 seconds. Okay, 24 seconds. So the release is happening. Now if I let's say refresh this page, we can see our changes came to our React applications. So this is how you can easily deploy your React applications to your server. It can be hosted on DigitalOcean or anywhere. Just you need to configure the server and create the deployment pipeline. You can enable manual deploy, where you can click on deploy and select a specific branch or tag, or you can enable the auto deploy, which will deploy automatically when you will push the changes. And of course, there are a lot of features. You can create team, you can add member, and you can deploy your project collaboratively very easily with deployapps.io. Thank you.